Good afternoon. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 4120 Rincon Avenue in Montrose, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property for Mary Yablonsky. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Now, we were asked to look both at the underground main sewer line outside the building and the building drain system. But what I'm seeing here, just from crawling under the house, I've entered in through the sub-area access here. It's on our right side, just on the driveways out here. You come in, you'll see these pipes. Now, what I'm seeing here is we've got a lot of this modern plastic coming from our laundry up front there. Most of our main building drain stuff is all modern plastic. Looks okay. Can't really see it on camera here, but as you look back, the only original piping left, or drain piping left, is for the hallway bathroom. So I am basically suggesting not any real advantage to performing a video examination on these lines, because we can just see them right here. I see mostly newer pipes visually just from getting under here, with the exception of one older section for the original bathroom. So I would simply, rather than paying for the video examination of this building drain system, simply have a plumber come out and take a look at that older cast iron pipe left in service. There's at least one repair needed there of a cracked section of pipe we can see from here. And just go that route rather than spending money on the video examination now, just to tell you the same thing. Alright, so I'm going to be entering in through this 4-inch cleanout that's just inside this crawl space area here, and we're going to run basically through the pipe and right out the front. I did find the main cleanout after I sent the camera in, but since I'm already set up here, I'll just go ahead and perform it from here, and we will see some of this newer ABS plastic pipe under the building. As we go through the front wall, or underneath the front foundation wall, we're changing to a different type of plastic. This looks like a PVC or similar style plastic. It's still a modern plastic piping. Now, these modern plastic pipe materials, they are expected to have a long service life. They also have a very smooth inner surface, which allows for very high washout capability. In other words, they don't have a tendency to collect debris and have a high potential for blockages. And then these modern plastics are also intended to be impervious to root intrusions. So we push out about maybe 15 feet or so from the front of the house, and we're coming into a 16th bend, or a very slight turn. So we're jogging in towards the middle of the yard just slightly, and then turning back and running along the left side of the driveway. So far everything looks like it's draining normally. I've got debris seems to be washing out. Nothing collected. No low points that are like bellies in the line, anything like that. Now right here we're looking at a test fitting. This is similar to your main cleanout. It was put in when they redid this line, and then it was buried or covered up. And just beyond this point is typically where we would now exit the property and go out under the public works end. It does look like we're increasing in pipe diameter here from this 4-inch. I'm not really sure if this is going to be a full-size diameter 6-inch pipe. We're running out through the section of the line that's going to take us out to the public sewer. You know, I'm having a hard time really telling if this is some sort of a lining system or if this is actually a section of plastic pipe. Okay, we have a connection here. So this looks like a joint. If you look at the lower left of the screen here, you're starting to see some roots coming through at this connection. So this connection's been compromised. Roots in these plastic pipes is considered compromised to the integrity of the line, because they are intended to prevent this from happening. It's a little unusual to see a plastic line running under the street in most cities. The approval status of plastics under the street in and around the city of Los Angeles has kind of been variable. In other words, sometimes it's approved for a while and then they unapprove it and then it becomes approved again. In either case, there are certain criteria that the pipe must meet if it's a plastic pipe under the street. And it's not something we can tell you with the camera because it has to do with the bedding, casing the pipe in concrete, things like that. So the only way to find that out would be to review the permit status, the approval status, and any inspections that were being done during that replacement. Now here we're connecting back up to an original clay pipe. You can see a bit of a misshapen section here. It's not really round. What I'm concerned about is maybe part of this newer plastic pipe may have been sleeved through an older existing pipe, which is not really a standard way to do it. Again, nothing I can see to tell me if that's what was done without knowing the approval status or how this pipe was connected or run. For the most part, it is draining out fine. We do have that one joint where there's some roots coming in. That is something that typically would dictate repair. Before I'd start performing repairs, I would certainly want to investigate the permit status here, find out if this was done, in fact, with permits, if this piping is approved into the street, and if there's any information on if it was done to the specifications that it would require. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. This is our drop into our public sewer here, so this is the end of the line. I'll be issuing a written report which will describe the final findings and recommendations for today's examination. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.